Hey, this is M from Alpha Male Secrets, and in this new training video, you're gonna learn how to get rich, one of my favorite topics in the world, and why you need to stop wasting your time trading dollars for hours and instead create a financial vehicle that is scalable and can make you rich. Now, this clip is taken right from my upcoming training course, The 44 Secrets to Becoming a Real Alpha Male. So if you haven't signed up for my priority waiting list, make sure you click the link above and add yourself to my email list before we run out of spaces. It takes 2 seconds. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy this exclusive free training video. How to get rich. The first step to getting rich is to stop trading your time for money. Stop trading dollars for hours because you're never going to get rich this way. And this is the #1 reason why most people will never be able to live the lifestyle that they actually want for themselves, because they spend their entire lives trading dollars for hours. They spend their entire lives chained to a job, chained to a cubicle, and it's a lifelong trap that is easy to fall into, especially when you've been trained since kindergarten that you need to show up to a building and sit there for 8 hours before they let you go home. So it's a natural transgression to seek a job as soon as you finish school. And it's not just job seekers trading dollars for hours, but people who are self-employed. Self-employed people who think that they own a business when really they just own jobs. Whether they own a hair salon, a liquor store, a car wash, or a gas station, they too are required to show up to a building every day and trade dollars for hours. Matter of fact, self-employed people are often in a worse position than people with jobs, because people who are self-employed often work double the hours for nearly the same amount of pay. Not to mention, they absorb all of the financial risk. But because most self-employed people come directly from the 9-to-5 world, they automatically adopt that same mentality of trading dollars for hours when they start their business. That same mentality of needing to be somewhere 8 hours a day in order to make an income. And the best vehicle for financial freedom isn't the stock market, it isn't real estate, it isn't Forex, but it's owning your own business. Not being self-employed, mind you, because remember, self-employment is worse than a job, but starting your own business, preferably an internet business, which these days can be started for less than $100. And many internet businesses that are making hundreds of thousands of dollars today were in fact started for less than $100 online. Unlike a job where time is constantly working against you, when you have an internet business, time is constantly working for you. Now, before I make internet businesses sound like the be-all of end-all, the biggest drawback to starting your own internet business or any business that can set you free financially is that you are going to work very, very hard for the first 3 to 5 years. You'll often be putting in 15-hour days, 7 days a week, in order to give your internet business traction and stability, where it's earning an income for you with or without you. And most people just aren't willing to do this because there's a lot of sacrifice involved. It means pushing aside friends, pushing aside family, pushing aside events, pushing aside vacations, and not being available to do any of this while you build your internet business and set yourself free financially. Because at the end of the day, you have to ask yourself, would you rather put your head down and work very hard for the next 3 to 5 years, or would you rather not put your head down and work semi-hard for the next 50 to 60 years? And shockingly, most people choose the latter. They rather work 50 to 60 years just to avoid working very hard for 3 to 5 years. but this is the price of freedom. This is the price of setting yourself free financially. This is the price of getting rich, forcing yourself to work very, very hard for the next 3 to 5 years while you give your business traction and stability, rather than working 50 to 60 years showing up at a job every day until you're old and gray. Understand, wealth is created rapidly. It's something that happens overnight, where you're working on your business for 3 to 5 years, you're making a steady income, and all of a sudden it takes off and does this. There's none of this gradual progression that you've been misled to believe all your life, where wealth ticks up every year so long as you keep showing up at your job. Wealth doesn't happen like that. It doesn't happen gradually. It happens very, very fast. So if you want to get rich, you need a vehicle that does this and not this. And a job will never do this. The only thing that can do this is a business that is scalable, one that skews time in your favor, one that manipulates time in your favor, and one that frees your location, allowing you to live anywhere in the world. And the fastest, easiest, and cheapest business that you can achieve this lifestyle with is an internet business, a business that you can run online. That is how you get rich in today's world without needing to be a professional basketball player or a doctor or a lawyer or have an MBA from a top business school. Anyone with an internet connection can get rich these days, so long as you're willing to put your head down and work very, very hard for the next 3 to 5 years. And it might even happen sooner than that, but 3 to 5 years is generally the average that it takes to free yourself financially, where you're making more than enough money to support your lifestyle and you never have to worry about going back to a job ever again. Hey, this is M, and I hope you enjoyed this exclusive clip from my upcoming training course, The 44 Secrets to Becoming a Real Alpha Male. Again, if you haven't signed up for my priority waiting list, make sure you click the link above and add yourself to my email list right now. It takes 2 seconds. So do that right now, and I'll see you in the next training video.